I'm doing brain. I'm doing laundry, so I might have to step out once to do a swap. I'll probably be around 8 or so. I mean, it'll be less than that if I follow my timer 20 minutes. But I might leave it in there for a little bit. All right, I'm going to pull up this. Take a look at the chat that I was doing at lunch. I was talking about the signs removal tool because it doesn't work properly right now. And that would be a legitimately useful one to get working well. So we can try to get that working well. That's still running. Let's pause. Yeah, that looks good. Is my microphone working? Yeah. I need to pop out the Twitch chat window. This one. It's probably good. Yeah. That's on. I'm gonna move that down. Not really sure what a good spot for that would be, but probably there. And then I can put on the put this in the top. It's gonna block stuff, but well, put over here for now. So there's that. We can look at what I was talking about here. Scroll all the way up to. So this is the development document I had to make. It's not perfect, but I haven't even read through it fully myself. This is kind of like a status update. But specifically, it said completed for the sounds removal, but it doesn't work well in my opinion. So I'm gonna try to improve on that. You can see a bunch of other potential things to work on. Ideas specifically. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. Some just doesn't exist yet. I'm going kind of slow, so it would be ideal to improve the speed at which I do this. But yeah. It's probably good. Yeah. So I started talking to it to throw some ideas off of it right here. This is when I was at lunch, so I don't want it to write code when I'm unable to do anything with it. And then it always glazes you in the beginning. There's probably a way to tell it not to do that. So I suggested some of the changes that we did to this feature once it loads. Come on. Come on. Yeah, this one. So this one, when it's using the timecode data, again, I'm using Whisper timestamped, which is a more accurate way to have timestamps, and it tries to do it per word instead of per like token thing for the original Whisper API. But it's still not accurate enough to what I'm trying to do with this. So this one does some adjustments after the fact. But that's not necessarily the direction I want to go. So here's further direction. Let me see. Yeah, I want it as accurate as possible. And I want it to be good for the viewer, right? So I asked for research in regard to pacing and things like that. So suggested instead of pure silence removal, just go toward pacing optimization. So punctuation rhythm, a pause or a comma, 150 milliseconds. Pause is a period, 300 milliseconds. Pause at a profound statement with the exclamation or question, 400 to 500 milliseconds. Yeah. And then the suffocation effect. They make noise, they breathe. And that kind of has to be included because otherwise it's not natural. So suggested librosa or ffmpeg to make a sidecar file for the acoustics of the audio. I'm pretty sure I have ffmpeg running in here for the transcription, maybe. Yeah. So I suggested for it to get ready. I don't know how to spell. we go. See what we get. Whoops. Sorry, I just saw your message. It's a program to help me with making videos. So, for example, these are some video projects, like drink reviews. One of these, I can select different properties, like if I wanted to make sure I follow up and do an Instagram reel. I can do that. I can add notes. I can transcribe the source file. This one's already been transcribed. So you can look at this and see. This happens all locally. It's not perfect, and I've just been using the base model, but there's a bunch of, oh, my thing is kind of blocking it. Let's see if I can hide that. There's different models you can use locally with this Whisper API, but I'm using a subset, or trying to think of the word, what they call with source control, where you take someone else's project and add to it. A fork. This is kind of I'm using a fork of the Whisper API. It's called Whisper Timestamped, and it tries to do word level time code instead of with Whisper. It's not. Anyways, this pretty much works, and it's all local, which is great. And then this, I've been trying to make a bunch of automatic editing type features. So right now I'm redoing silence removal thing. So it's going to be this section. It's going to be revised and hopefully improved a lot with how it works. Because I wasn't happy with the first attempt. So now I'm going to try to implement ideas and suggestions that the AI has. This isn't quite right. I honestly don't even remember how I set that up. So let's hope that this thing figures things out. Yeah. How's it going? Let's try this. Looks like it's working. Nice. Easy. Yeah, this is such a humongous, huge benefit because just even researching that tiny little thing would have taken me probably a long time. I don't know what this is. Let's see. I'm going to give it this whole result here just to see. So the gist here is that this is a Visual Studio, a set of Visual Studio applications. There's also a class library DLL that is used with my video editor program, which is Vegas Pro. So it's Boris FX now. It used to be Magix. Before that, it was Sony. It has a really versatile API, and you can make DLL class libraries that run in this program with Visual Studio, C#, .NET framework stuff. It's specifically .NET Framework 4.8, so it's an older one, but still very functional. So anyway, this is one of the things that I'm building so far in here. So there's a bunch of a lot of this stuff doesn't work right, but trying to think which one does work. I think it's this one. And I'm trying to revise this silence removal tool right now. So that's the current goal. Do a bunch of other stuff, but so there's that, and they also have these scripts that I've made in the past. These are all functional. This is two different ways to write scripts for this editor program. It's all in the same thing, so it's all C# applications, or DLLs technically. But this one's a little bit different in how you make it and how you get it to run inside this editor. But these are various things that I've made in the past that help me make videos a little bit easier, like specific types of videos. So this, for example, it pulls EXIF information from a photo. So that's like focal length, aperture, shutter speed, ISO, like in this list here. And they can set a size, and then any selected pictures on the timeline, it'll pull that information and it'll make a overlay text with that information that I want. Stuff like that. So anyways, let's go back to this. So I gave it the console information. Says that console output is perfect. Successfully installed the librosa scikit-learn and numply and sound file. And it's all self-contained. So you don't have to rely on an external Python instance, installed into the computer for this to work properly. So it told me to go ahead and update. Yeah. Oops. Oh man, I've got laundry to deal with. I'll probably do that in a little bit. So go back to the console. So run this. So this is again updating the local instance of Python. I mean, self-contained one. So that's good. Once that's done, make sure you have the acoustic analyzer Python script in your working directory. I think it would be in the .vnv thing. So we're looking for acoustic analyzer. I could just search on it here. Well, oh wait, it wants me to make it? No. Did I miss something? Okay, yeah, it wants me to make it. Create a Python script. Create a new Python script. Place it wherever your Whisper timestamp scripts live. Probably in here. There's a Whisper exe. It's not a compiled script though. Open file location. Transformers, models, Whisper. I don't know if I want to put it in there. Site packages. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Python in the sense of where to put things and how to run things. I never got into Python. Let's see. Or in the root of your Python runtime folder. So it's probably this one. We'll put it in here. File, new, file. Can I even do Python in here? Okay. Let's not. I'm just going to do Notepad. Switch here for a second. Just in case. Yeah, it's empty. Yeah, I changed the settings on Notepad so it doesn't save stuff. So we're going to copy this, paste it in here. Now I'm going to save like this. Let's switch to here again. File, save as. I'm going to put it into that virtual environment thing. And then scripts. That's probably good. UTF-8. And there's no actual scripts in there. But hey, I'll tell it just in case. We'll see. So we got that. We upgraded pip. Now we can work on that. What was this called? Let's see. So we got the scripts folder. We've got the share, whatever that is. Lib. Anyways, we'll do that shortly. So inside, just create a new file in your TWOC is my programming thing. So the way of coding, I've had that since the 2000s. I have a website and stuff. That's just what I named it. So that's what I tend to put for my project names. shrink that down a little bit so I can show the ID. So we want to go into shared IO, models. We're going to add a class. All right. Paste. Let's see what it's doing here. Acoustic frame. It says represents a high resolution acoustic envelope generated by Python librosa, used by C# to interesting phrasing, but snap cuts to extract breaths and reverb tails. Okay. Okay, let's put this somewhere else. So set it into core logic. Let me change this to, well, Python. Well, I'll deal with that later, but Logic, AI, Whisper Orchestrator. Hunts it down. Okay. Sure. I mean, I guess that solves it, but let's see. It's going to make a... I don't know how to get the IDE's AI thing to make a... comment for me. Come on, do it. Control key, shift key, alt key. No. Tab. Whoops. That's fine. The code's kind of a mess anyways. So it's grayed out right now because it's not being used. But we can take a look at what it does. So it tries to find where it is. Which is kind of excessive, but hey. Oh no, no, I think that's fine. Oh. Yeah. Because I did put it in a folder. It's probably going to be placed into a Python folder of where the DLL is, or exe, wherever it runs. Yeah, okay. Next, scroll up, look for this thing, transcribe media async. In the bottom, just before it loads the Whisper JSON, which is, oops, where is my mouse? I'll make that a little bit bigger. JavaScript object notation, I think that's what it means. So it's basically the standard format I'm using with all of this. Because it's human readable and it's easy and there's libraries for it. And it's not quite as data intensive as XML. So that's why. But let's change the bottom to look like this. Process exits. Not totally sure where it wants me to put anything. I'm surprised they didn't give me a piece of code to... There's a base name. Oh, it just says change the bottom of the method. Okay, sure. Well, do that and see what happens. Wait, is this the same function? No. There's a base name. Okay, it's these two. So I guess I change these two. Whoops. Paste that. Save. I mean, it's impressive that it's kept the current state of the code through so many chats. With the price of the watch a console. Okay, let's see if that works. Build. Yeah, that's good. Let's go here. Go into transcription. Do I want to do this long file is the question. I don't know. Trying to think if I have any that are a shorter. Let's see. I don't know how big these are. So here's the transcription process. Again, this is all local. I have an 8 gigabyte RTX 4060 GPU, which probably limits things quite a bit, but it's what I've got, so. That was pretty quick. Now let's see if it boots up. Okay, this is good. Wait, warning. Not found. Skipping. So let's take a look. Let's see if we can figure out why. So I have it there, and it should copy into the bin. Which will be in here, and here, and here, here. It's right there. So I probably, I can just give it a hard-coded value. Close this for the moment. Go into which one was it? Core logic. Copy address as text / I don't want to retype this. So it's going to go into I'm zoning out. I think. What am I doing? Yeah. Let's go here. So this is the bin for the dashboard. And then I'm going to copy this. Dang it. That should be good. Well, that's running. I'm going to go and deal with some laundry stuff, so I'll be back shortly. All right. Microphone's working. Yeah. So got that. This one. Gonna swap this one out. It's always kind of hard to tell which one is the one to remove. So I screwed it up somehow. I don't know how I did that. Is it not fully... Whoops. Okay, let's redo that. It says keep the rest. Eh. Does it mean this? File exists. Yeah, it's kind of having me guess at things now. I should probably make a new chat window with the code and everything again. Probably here. Okay. That should be good. Let's try it. Build. Trying to think of which one I just looked at. Oh, the Lego. It's probably this one. Cool. Let's try it. Oh. Oh. Success. We've got our acoustic thingamajig. Let's see if I run out of compute. Google's my crack dealer. AI crack. Because I don't want to pay for it. It'd be awesome. Maybe someday we can have enough local GPU and everything to run models like this on our own computers. I mean, you technically can. There might be some models that are close to the skill level of this one, but you need a massive amount of VRAM. Pacing optimizer. Let's take a look at this file that I made. Yeah. That's gonna be inside. Oh, doesn't he have space? Okay, interesting. There's a big file. Okay. Well, cool. Then here's the original thing. So we've got a line of text, geography bonsai. It's photography bonsai, BANZAI, not geography. And bonsai and bonsai. Bonsai is the tree. Bonsai is like an exclamation. It means 1,000 years, something like that. So, long live photography. It was my general idea when I came up with that weeby uh, name. So, anyways, there's that. But then there's a bunch of other data that gets saved into it. Next up, auto edit algorithms. Shared IO algorithms. Probably the existing. Oops, this thing. Okay, I could just have looks. Next up, well, I guess we can look at this code a little bit. It has a description that's nice. Acoustic threshold. These are all domains that I have very little clue about, so it's impressive that it's coming up with stuff like this. I'm sure it's copying code from somewhere else, probably like an open source project, but hey, it's kind of the way of things. Yeah. Next up, the main form logic. going to be in dashboard. That's it. CUSA data. Build the solution. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is a Zaku. I was going to put in my background. I was trying to decide which pieces I'm going to use. Whoops. Main form logic. Find this. Uh-oh. Hmm? It's kind of a mess. What was that? And then this one. Yeah, it's kind of giving me some challenging copy paste operations. Uh-oh. Oh, am I editing the wrong file? Yes. What? This is where the problem is. I should be able to fix this myself, but then the AI won't know the current state. So, I think I need to do a new chat. So I'm going to get the design document, modify it once this works, and then this is kind of dangerous because it could mess up stuff. Uh, I don't know where active takeoff set is. Get or add bad takes track. There's a pen to silence this thing. Well, okay, here's set up the target track. So I think it's here. Whoops. Oops. Save. Build. Okay. Let's run this again. Transcribe. Let's do... Let's just do the one. Looks like it worked. Let's open an old version of Vegas. No, that's not what I want. I opened it in the wrong screen, anyways. Nope. Let's see if I can do it like this. This is an old project. Switch to here for a second. File, open. Yeah, it worked. Let me switch again. I'm going to save a project name. That's correct. Save. Save as. Cancel. Okay. So this is a really old video. I'm gonna delete all that stuff for the moment. And then I look for, I think it was this one. Don't need that. Let's see. Nope. It's 17101040. Okay, that's not the one. It's an MP3 file? No, it's a WAV file. Insert video track. Insert. There you go. Delete. Save. Why is it not working? 17101040. Huh. Why is it not working? Don't know. Oh. Duh. Wait. Yeah. Duh. Help if I made that. I have the transcription, but I don't have the. This thing. Oh, I can't cancel that. Huh. That's a bug. Well, let's see if it actually did anything. Yeah, I don't know where that would be in here. Well, we'll see if that did anything. Who knows? So go back to here. There we go. This is 0. So that's not gonna work right. Yeah. There's retake zones. Let's see. So I'm missing something. Where does the silent stuff happen is a question. See, this wouldn't be an issue with something like a Copilot that would run in the IDE. I do have that, but I just don't have a good one, really. I do have a local model that I've been trying to... Oh, of course I hit the limit. Of course. I have a workaround potentially. Let me see if this will work. Go into here. Whoops. Nope. Might be screwed for now. Just doesn't look like I shared that one. Oh, man. Whatever, I'm just going to make a new one. Give it the code. Yeah, not great, but hopefully this will work. I'm going to look for the part where I was talking with it about the design. I'm going to copy that, give it to the other one. Switch to here. Don't need that. Properties. Try this. Run. Hmm. I mean, this thing's 10 times smarter than I am with the coding and stuff, so might as well let it do the attempt. I'm just smashing buttons. It's really thinking. Processing. Hmm. Dang. I've never seen it take this long. Oh man. Wow. I wouldn't be shocked if it cuts me off and doesn't even make anything. $1,200 for a 12 GB graphics card. Crazy. Oh, those things seem broken. Project Helix. What the heck? Never seen it run this long. See if it even works like that. PC hybrid console for this Project Helix thing. AMD SoC. I need to make certain that I'm giving it everything that it needs to design it. Switch to here for a second. Gotta make sure it's including this. It's going to be massively forward. All right. Yeah, if I can get this working, I'm probably in stream at that point. I mean, I'm definitely getting vibes of old programming with all the issues and stuff, but I'm doing things that are much more advanced than I probably would have done otherwise. So, go in here. Probably all those. Head padding, tail padding. Confidence. Oh, it's right here. Paste. Used to be a computer company called Next Step, I think it was. It was by Steve Jobs. Let's see if it's still. Yeah. Discontinued. Oh, it was operating system. Okay. By Next, and then Next Step. So I think that's after he left Apple for a while. What is the next step? Going to repurpose the UI controls. You don't have to delete or drag, drop anything. Labels in designer. Oh, that's what I want. Let's close all of these. This thing. Yeah, okay. Where's the min and max? Minimum value. -80. 0. -45. Save that. Put main form logic. Um, okay. Yep. Can assume it's 1 for 1, you know, a swap. Okay. Next. Nice. Next. Map the UI. Okay. Code. This thing. Cool. Next step. Algorithm rewrite. Where am I doing this? Auto edit algorithms. That's inside something. Question of where. I don't remember. Here we go. Oh, okay. Shared I/O algorithms, yeah. All right. Copy paste. Never thought I'd be able to copy paste stuff from an AI like this. Okay. Build the solution. Nice. Gonna go into the project folder and just delete everything. Just in case. Let's run that. Initialize. Transcribe. No, this one. I can do it to both of them, but whatever. Just do it for the WAV file. Base level. I mean, I could probably do a better one that's more exact, but we'll stick with the base for now. So now it should do the other type of calculations. With that librosa. Yeah. Acoustic calculation. Cool. I go into here. Select this. Let's uncheck that. Make this sure that's checked. Yeah. Okay, that was really fast. Hmm. Let me give it See what's in here. Okay, that's not anything we need to care about. Okay, that's a big file, but see if it... See if we can figure anything out. Oh wow, that almost maxed out the token size. Dang. I'm probably gonna hit a compute limit. Well, I'm not contributing any knowledge to the thing, so I mean, I'm not surprised how this is going. I'm basically vibe coding it because I don't have the background in audio engineering. Hmm. Change this section of open how to edit algorithms. Okay. All right. That's it. That's it. If you ever run into zero cuts, that means the audio file needs to record louder. Let me delete that massive delete. Okay. Let's see. All right, maybe I need to redo this. All right. Open this again. I mean, it's got text in there. It's not even that big. So this one. Check that. 48. Cool. Copy this. Let's close that for now. Whoops. Probably should open the other one. Let's do that. No. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Ooh. Hmm. 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 That's not good. I mean, it's still pretty big gaps. It feels like a win, though. Like this pop, I would remove that. Looks pretty good. Although I feel like it's even including more dead space than my existing one, which is in here. This thing. You know, like I wonder if I could programmatically exclude stuff like that. Or like, you know what I mean? If I can find any other good examples for it. Probably gonna stop streaming for now, unless this turns out to be relatively easy. I'm decently happy with this as like a starting point because it looks pretty clean on how it stops and starts, and it doesn't go crazy, go ham with these pauses or anything. Just human speech. So kind of the goal with this one is to make it sound more realistic. Whether it's good for viewers or not, I'll have to find out at some point. There could even be something that just deals with those. It's talking about pre-speech artifacts. Yeah. Micro shave. Oop. Flip the cut. 30 millisecond micro shave. Let's give it a shot. Close that. So we're in the correct file. Scroll down to the bottom. Pen silent cuts. Is this the... Yeah. Phase 3. What am I replacing here? In seconds. Okay, it's probably the whole thing. So from here to there, probably. Lip smack. Save. Why this is beautiful. Build. Man, only have to run the I'm just gonna confirm it. I know I'm sure that's the case, but whoops. Build. Go in here. Check that. Uncheck this. Run that again. All right. Let's go back into here. Blip. Let's see what we got. That's good. I mean, that still makes a pop noise there. This one's got a little bit less, like slightly less. This one's a little, almost too close. That one's too far. Man, this is difficult. Not that I understand the audio design behind it. Yeah, some of them are a little too close. Oops. Just trying to give it some examples visually. Whether it actually uses those or not, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Let's close this. Close that. Go to the very bottom, replace the fixed block. This thing. phase 3. All right. Copy. Goes to math round. So I think it's this. All right. Save. Build. Build. Okay, that should be good. And this one again. Go here. That. Let's quickly look at this. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna do anything with that. That might be an actual sound that matters. This little one isn't, for sure. That one's probably not, but this one might be. Yeah, I mean, that looks good. Yeah. All right. I think it's fine for now. I'll have to get into the pop sound and mouse sound processing. Yeah. Because I can, I don't know what word I should use, anal enough that I would go and remove those irritating noises throughout the audio, which can be time consuming, so that if I could avoid that and still get a result that I like, that'd be great. So I'm gonna look into that. But at the very least, this looks pretty decent. Definitely better than it was. And the goal here is kind of a natural sound. So I need a thing that will delete these cuts here. It'll delete this and then ripple it. Oops. So it'll delete that and then it would move this here. So basically that. I'll have to make that. Or just add it as a feature here. But yeah. Anyways, I'm going to head out. Peace. See ya.